The Bank of England just injected over £10 billion into the UK financial system, and they did it quietly. No press conference, no headlines, just a silent liquidity lifeline to banks scrambling for cash. This is the biggest repo borrowing spike since the pandemic, and it's happening right now beneath the surface of the UK economy. In a single day, the BOE pumped £1.33 billion through its indexed long-term repo facility. That's the largest single operation in 5 years, and it's not a one-off. Over the past few weeks, UK banks have borrowed more than £10 billion in total. That's not routine, that's a red flag. It signals short-term funding stress, rising volatility, and a central bank stepping in to prevent a liquidity crunch. But this isn't just a reaction, it's a full-blown restructuring. The BOE is shifting to a demand-driven, repo-led liquidity model. They've boosted repo operation capacity to £35 billion per round. That's a 40% increase. They've also launched new tools like the contingent non-bank repo facility, designed to bail out institutions during gilt market chaos. Translation: they're preparing for instability, and they're doing it quietly. Behind the scenes, smaller banks and asset managers are under pressure. SME loan defaults are rising, especially in Northern England. Retail credit stress is climbing, and money market volatility is creeping in. Hedging costs are increasing. Repo usage is surging. These aren't isolated events. They're signals of systemic tension. The Bank of England is trying to normalize liquidity without triggering panic. But the numbers say otherwise. When banks start borrowing billions overnight, it's not business as usual. It's a silent alarm. And if you're not watching it, you're already behind. This isn't just a central bank story. It's a warning to investors, traders, and everyday Brits. Because when the Bank of England quietly injects billions, it means something's breaking. It means the system is under strain. And it means the next move could be bigger, louder, and far more public. So what's next? Watch the repo data. Watch the SME default rates. Watch the BOE's liquidity operations. Because if this quiet panic turns loud, it won't be a surprise. It'll be a confirmation. The UK economy isn't crashing, but it's cracking. The Bank of England knows it. That's why they're pumping billions into the system behind closed doors. That's why they're restructuring their entire liquidity framework. And that's why you need to pay attention. Because when the Bank of England panics quietly, it's time to listen loudly.